Hi, my name's Emily. Thanks so much for joining me on the mat today. We're going to do a flow where we alternate between working our lower body and our upper body. So hopefully we can find some challenge and also find some modifications if that's what you need as well. All right, let's get going. Come into downward facing dog and just take this opportunity to really feel into your body, pedal out through the feet, maybe a bit of a stretch through the calves, through the back body, and really pressing into the hands. Almost like you were trying to go up into a handstand, it's so strong. Just noticing what's going on in your body today. Maybe this is your first downward facing dog. Use it as a check-in. All right, bring the knees down, untuck the toes, and roll up into high kneeling. Take right hand forward, up and back. Squeeze the buttocks so we come into an active kind of twisted camel. And then reach the hands out in front. Roll up high kneeling. This time left hand reaches all the way back. Squeeze the buttocks, turn it into a little twisting back bend. And then reach it out. We'll do one more on each side. Rolling up, right hand reaches. And then reach it out, child's pose. Roll up, left hand up and back. Squeeze the buttocks. And then find your child's pose. Make sure it's a really long pose. This time, come up into all fours, really rounding through the back. Squeeze the buttocks, coming into kneeling upward facing dog. Open the chest, lift the chest. And then roll it all the way back, really emphasizing the curl of your spine before you sit buttocks back to heels. Once more, roll it forward. Squeeze the buttocks. Open the chest. And then roll it back. Tuck your toes, lift up into downward facing dog. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Rolling up to standing. Bring your hands through center. Lift right knee towards your chest. And then as you open the arms to the side, see if you can lengthen through the right leg and shift your torso back in space to really switch on the abs. With control, aim the right foot to the top of the mat for a lunge pose. Make sure you're really controlling the landing. Knee shouldn't go past the toes. Hands come in front of your heart. So I really want you to find the stretch first through the front of the left hip. Squeeze the left buttocks. Make sure body's upright. If you need to bend the back knee, do that. And then we're going to lower down. So hover left knee off the floor. Hold and lift. Coming down again for 2. Really focusing on the strength of the right glutes. Lift. Again, 3. Lift. 2 more. Come down for 4. And lift. And 1 more. Hold it down. This time we're going to add in some pulses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Coming up. See if you can use your momentum to push off and come back into the balance with the right leg straight if you can. It can be anywhere, tapping the toes down, wherever you can hold it. And then bring both feet back to the mat. Shake out the legs. Roll the body down. As you roll up, bring hands to the center. Lift left knee to chest. Open the arms as you straighten through the left leg and lean back with the torso, really feeling abs engage. Big step forward with control. Woo. Got there, adjust as you need. Check in with the stretch first. So squeeze the right buttocks. Keep the body over the hips, bend the back knee as much as you need to. When you straighten the knee, it tends to push you forward. So bend the knee. Bring hands in front of your heart. We'll lower down, hover the right knee off the floor for 1. And lift. Come down for 2. And lift. All the work in the left buttocks for 3. Hold it here, then lift. We'll come down for our 4th. Keep going, you can do it. Really raising the heat in our legs. Last one, come down for 5. We're going to pulse down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo. Press it back. Woo. Lift up. Find your balance with the left leg reaching forward, wherever it goes to, and really leaning back to engage the abs. Left foot comes back to the mat. Reach the hands high and roll down. Walk the hands forward, coming into plank pose. Your choice, knees up or down for our push-up, all the way to the mat. Squeeze the buttocks, keep the elbows in towards the body, lift the chest. Make sure that head is in line with the neck. No need to jam into it. And then release, lifting back and press back, downward facing dog. All right, we've worked the lower body. Let's switch to the upper body. Roll forward into plank pose. Swivel on the toes so they point towards the right. Right hand lifts. Side plank. Switch it over, toes swivel to the left. Left hand lifts. Once more, over to the right. Lift. Let's add on. Right foot steps behind the left leg. Reach the right hand back behind you. Wild thing. Squeeze the buttocks. Really lift the hip. And then come to sit down, facing the back of your mat. Both hands behind you, feet hip distance apart. Squeeze the buttocks, lift the hips. And lower. Lift. Hold at the top, and then lower. Once more, lift. And lower. Keep still hovering off the floor. This time, right hand touches onto left toes. Switch it over. Left hand, right toes. Keep alternating. We'll do 1 more on each side. Then come back into plank pose. Come through a push-up of your choice. Perhaps you come into half push-up, chaturanga dandasana, into upward facing dog, knees up or down, whatever you prefer. And then coming back, downward facing dog. Roll the body forward into plank. Swivel the toes towards the left. Left hand lifts. Really pushing up through the hands, through the feet. Bring the left hand down, swivel toes to the right. Right hand lifts. Once more, right hand down, left hand lifts. Step the left hand behind you. Squeeze the buttocks, lift the hips, reach the hand behind you. Wild thing. And sit the hips down. Both hands behind you. Bring the feet in, hip distance apart. Squeeze the buttocks. And hover off the floor. Lift it up, squeeze. And hover down. Lift up, make sure knees don't splay out. Keep them quite parallel. And lower down. This time, let's start with left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Again, alternating. 3 sets in total. So this is my last 2. 1 on the right, 1 on the left. Come back. Plank pose. Your choice for push-up and back bend. Downward facing dog, however you want to get there. We'll meet in that position. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Roll up to standing, reach the hands out and up. Maybe gaze to the thumbs and then bring them down. Shake out the other arms. All right, so I want you to step the right foot forward one step. So it's as if you're going heel to toe, but you're still keeping the feet hip distance apart. You can measure, if you like, 2 fists in between right heel, left toes. And then as we come down, I want you to do the first one quite slowly. Let the back heel lift. Watch your knees. They should track forward over the toes. If they collapse in, you've gone too far down. So just find the spot where you can control the movement. That might be here, here, maybe all the way down. Then as you come up, push into the right foot so you can lift the left leg and reach the hands forward. Warrior 3. Then we'll step left foot forward, coming down low, just as low as is right for you, keeping an eye on the knees. Push into the left foot, reach the hands forward, the right foot back. And then step right foot forward. We're going to change it up this time. As you press into right foot, open the whole body towards the left for half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Bring it down, switch it over, left foot steps forward. Open the whole body over towards the right. And then bring right foot down. Come down low. This time we'll switch it up again. We're going to twist towards the right as left foot reaches back. Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana, twisted half moon pose. Step left foot forward, come down low. Twist towards the left, right foot reaches back. And then bring both feet together, hands to the mat. Step the feet back, plank pose. Choose your push-up and back bend. Maybe you want to do a double push-up. We're all meeting downward facing dog. You can have a moment in child's pose if you want. Whatever serves you for this practice, keeping it in line with what you need today. Roll forward into plank. Right hand comes underneath your face. 2 options. Super tough option, bring left hand on the low back. Less tough option, just come up on fingertips. Push some more weight over onto the right. If you don't want to do that, maybe you just keep both hands in line. So wherever you are, push back, maybe into one-handed downward facing dog, and then bring it forward, one-handed plank, or some variation of that. Press back for 2. Bring it forward. Press back for 3. And bring it forward. Ooh, relief. Bring both hands down. Excellent. Swivel on the toes to point to the right. Bring the right hand in front of the face as you bend through the knees. From here, we'll bring right hand back down, find plank pose, then find your push-up. So knees can be up or down, lifting back into plank pose. Right hand in front of the face, swivel on the feet to point towards the right, bend through the knees. Bring it back to plank, come through your push-up. Once more, press it back. And then bring it forward, push up. Excellent. Bring the knees down. Roll up to high kneeling. Squeeze through the buttocks, reach the hands up and over. And then bring them back down. Downward facing dog. Well done. Hopefully you found some challenge there in one of those variations. Roll the body forward into plank. Left hand underneath your face. Right hand might be staying where it is, coming up on fingertips, or perhaps you bring hand to the low back. Press back, one-handed downward facing dog. Bring it forward, one-handed plank. 2, come back, and bring it forward. Press back, and bring it forward. Well done. That's 3. Bring both hands down. This time, swivel the toes towards the left, left hand in front of the face, bend through the knees. Press back, plank pose, push up. Maybe you do doubles. Press back, plank pose, ooh, doubles. Totally optional. Maybe I'm starting to regret that. Press back, bring it forward, your push up. And then place the knees down, untuck the toes, roll up, high kneeling, reach, squeeze the buttocks. And release the hands down. Well done. Whew, shake it out. Step the right foot forward. Let's stretch out through the front of the hip. Squeeze the left buttocks. Really tuck the hips underneath. Maybe you bring the hips forward a little bit, but I don't want it to become really lax. I want it to stay quite strong, quite supported. Then we'll take left hand up and over, bend at the elbow. And you might help it with the right hand into a side bend over to the left. Sorry, the right, over to the right. Still squeezing left buttocks. Release the hands, bring right hip, knee down. Step the left foot forward. Squeeze the right buttocks, tuck the hips under, find the stretch, and then reach right hand up and over, bend at the elbow, and then encourage yourself into side bend over to the left. Maybe you just play with finding the stretch through the right hip. Letting the breath slow down, the heart rate slow down. Release the hands. All right, so come onto your bum. Have the legs in a loose bend. Lean back. And just place right ankle on top of the left thigh. Make sure you keep the right foot dorsiflexed. So toes coming back towards the knee. That just protects the knee. And then just walk the left foot in as much or as little as you like. And I like to rock a little bit side to side. So that gives me a nice kind of active opening. So you might like to do that too. And then we'll switch it over. Bring the left foot on top. Remember, toes back towards your left knee. Keep it active. And again, just walk in as much as you like. And then you might start to rock. Softening, slowing down. And then release. Let's come onto the mat and hug the knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Massage the low back. And then we'll bring our arms into cactus position. So elbows are in line with the shoulders and then bend at the elbows so that hands will point behind you. Bring the feet down. Hover the buttocks off the floor a little bit, shift it over to the right, and then bring the legs over to the left to create a twist through your body. Still aiming to keep the chest open onto your mat. And then come back through center. Place the hips all the way over to the left. And then let the knees drop over to the right. Closing down the eyes, softening into the pose, allowing the chest to open. Using this time to set yourself up for your relaxation, letting yourself find the stillness, the softness. Come back to center. You can prepare for Shavasana. So legs reach out, palms face the ceiling, eyes close down. Soften into your mat. Just take note of any tension between the eyebrows, in the jaw, in the neck. What can you do to release it if it's there? Letting your belly be free to accommodate your deeper breaths. Soften. Gently start to bring your focus back into the physical. Maybe you do that through wiggling the fingers and toes. Maybe just noticing the touch of your clothing on your skin, the points of contact between you and your mat. And then start to listen for the sounds around you. Maybe that's the sound of your own breath. Perhaps you hear the rain, the wind, maybe cars or trams outside. Let it all bring you back into the physical world. Roll over onto your favorite side. And then press yourself up into a comfortable seat, keeping your eyes closed down. Bring your hands together at heart center. Give yourself a moment of gratitude for creating the time to contribute to your health and well-being and get on your mat. Improve how you feel in your body. Challenge yourself. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me on the mat. I hope you enjoyed that practice and it got you working a little bit. I certainly was starting to feel it in my arms. Please leave me a like and a comment. Let me know how you went, and also subscribe. I put up videos every week and I would love to flow with you in the future. Bye.